state takes extraordinary steps to stop coronavirus crisis from intensifying.
And today we're bringing it to 100% of the workforce must stay home.
I grew up in New York City, and I've witnessed several periods of peril. And though we New Yorkers are put through the washer and dryer, so to speak, we never fold.
Amherst was my neighborhood for 10 years. It's a food paradise, and there are at least 4 supermarkets, shopping malls, banks, pharmacies. You name it, we have it here.
Last time I was out of the apartment on a leisure walk was the Saturday before non-essential businesses were forced to close down. Looking up, the flowers had started to bloom. Spring was here. The seasons aren't on pause.
The city that never sleeps is sleeping. In fact, it's been fully hibernating for the past few weeks.
Growing up in New York, I couldn't imagine this, but it's happening. Streets empty. 42nd Street is empty. Barely anyone there. Man, the irony. I always said 42nd Street is too packed. Got no room.
纽约政府下令关闭学校，并让大多数居民在家工作时，我认为大多数人都参与其中，因为我发现邻居们的汽车都没有动，当然我也不例外。
Until now, I'd never seen discarded gloves and face masks strewn on the sidewalks of empty streets.
我的公婆1个多月前提前从台湾回到美国，那时他们以为美国比较安全，而事实并非如此。家里现在有7个人，所以食物和日常用品消耗得非常快。
My parents grew up during World War II, and stories about unimaginable hardship and horror were part of my childhood. So when I see a line at my local grocer's, images of bread lines aren't far away.
Amherst is now the center of crisis, where the hospital is packed with people infected by COVID-19 or waiting to be tested. Restaurants and stores started closing. Ambulances stopped at residential buildings to pick up sick patients.
I think about my friends and family who find themselves in the front lines of this pandemic. One of them just tested positive, and as I'm weighing which brand of pinto beans to buy for my tacos, is at home quarantining with husband and 2 kids, waiting it out.
Monday, quick run to the store for bread. A man muttered, "Get the f*** off the streets," to my husband, who's an Indian man, when there were clearly other people walking. Knowing there are racists targeting Asian people and witnessing it is different. This isn't the New York I know.
A few days before the stay-at-home order took effect, I got a plant rack for my apartment, but was not able to get plants from the nursery. Apparently, nurseries are not essential.
After the first week of quarantine, I started making fiber masks that I'm donating to nurses and medics in New York City. I fill my free time with that, and somehow all of this seems a little more bearable.
Until now, I've never made dinner for my sick roommate 3 nights in a row. I've never seen a better case for socialism.
I find myself deep cleaning the house, cooking, or taking on little chores I wouldn't have taken on if COVID-19 wasn't monopolizing 2020. I also find myself talking for hours with friends who I seldom was in contact with, though they were far from me even before the virus struck.
I was finally able to purchase a few plants. Today, I noticed new leaf spots forming on the plants. I was really excited to see new life growing, although everything is on pause. My new plants told me life goes on.
Cough has started, and I'm trying not to panic. All this feels like a normal cold, but during a pandemic period, it's a red flag. I'm thankful to be married and have someone staying with me and taking care of me.
I'm glad my parents are away from here before the situation gets worse. At least I know they're healthy and safe, quarantined in my home upstate. Don't worry, I will protect myself till we can hug each other again.
My son is learning to walk, growing a tooth. So I got hope.
I hope we emerge from this kinder and more appreciative of how similar and interconnected we truly are.